This is Ritter for On the Ritter Editor Blog, coming to another edition of MLB Observations, Week 24. So the Giants continue to bat Brandon Belt second, or Darren Ruff second, or even Darren Ruff in the leadoff spot, when both of them are power guys, and a guy Lamonte Wade who's got speed and contact ability, they bat him fourth. Then they continue to play Chris Bryant and Austin Slater in center field, when one's not even a center fielder, because he's not an outfielder like Chris Bryant, and Ruff playing left field, I guess, because everybody's healthy, he can't play first base anymore, and Slater's not a center fielder, he's a corner guy. And we also know he's not a leadoff hitter. And then Katana pitching out of the bullpen, I just got to accept because they got him to be a relief pitcher. Now, the Giants, the Cubs, who they were replacing. Schwindel, they love to bat him second and then bat Ian Happ third or fourth. And it's like, not really there. And I'm liking that they're batting Wilson Contreras more in the middle lineup because that's where he belongs. Having Rafael Ortega or Matt Duffy lead off, that's a lot better. Some sort of switch at Robinson Reno, so catcher playing second base, stupid. And now, instead of just playing Wisdom in left field, right field, or third base, when he's a first baseman by trade, and Happ's playing right field when he's more of a second baseman playing the outfield, you know that? Is they're playing this Rivas guy in the corner outfield when he's a first baseman. Like, you already have multiple infielders playing the outfield. What are you doing? Then the Nationals. Juan Soto no longer should be playing right field when you got guys who are really talented at just defense to play them in right field, because obviously it was only because Schwarber was there. Josh Bell, I'm tired of seeing him play the outfield the same time as Soto playing right field, because that's not a great outfield because, you just got to get played Brian Zimmerman. You give Bell the day off then. Pirates. Keep Brian Hayes. I was complaining all season he's not number 2 hitter, so they just say, screw you, go bat him leadoff. No, he's not a leadoff hitter. And then Brian Reynolds not a center fielder. You got Ben Gammon, got Anthony Alford. Like, what are you doing? It's like the Yoshi Tsugo is on the roster, but he's not a number 2 hitter, nor is he a right field. It's kind of stretched when he plays the outfield. And Cole Tucker, man, there's nobody playing second base. Play him at second base. Why is he playing the outfield, man? That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, and Chad Kuhl, they don't have enough starting pitching. Why are you taking a starter put in the bullpen? Then the Blue Jays. George Springer's not a leadoff hitter. And Bo Bichette's not a cleanup hitter. Like, the two of them are in the wrong spot. Okay, Randall Grichik is not a center fielder, but he's played it admirably in his career. But Corey Dickerson has no business playing center field, and Gurriel's no business playing first base. Teoscar Hernandez, he's not a cleanup hitter, and Ross Stripling pitching out of the bullpen is stupid. I guess they got all 5 spots taken, but still. Orioles. Why is Ryan Mountcastle batting second, and then a guy like Hayes batting third or fourth, or Urias batting fifth? It's like, Urias can hit, you got speed. Hayes is not a good hitter, he's improved slightly. And Mountcastle's supposed to be in there for power, so that's why Trey Mancini, your RBI guy, also should not be batting second. And then DJ Stewart, I want you to play him because he's a power hitter, but he's not a right fielder. Rockies, Ryan McMahon's not a second baseman. Stop doing it so you can play Ruiz or Fuentes or somebody else. Then you play Ruiz in left field, and you already have Garrett Hampson in center field, who's not an outfielder. Ruiz is the new Connor Joe, playing an infielder in the outfield. Shazim puts you at a bullpen when he started, it's fine. Trevor Story batting second is pretty stupid because he's your only really offensive player. And Charlie Blackmon led off once. That was cool. Go back to the old days. Philly. Twice I've seen them use an opener and then have Matt Moore pitch out of the bullpen. Just let Matt Moore start the game. And if he only goes 3-4 innings, whoop-de-doo. Then you can continue the rest. And then this Verling dude's a natural born center fielder. Why is he wasting time at first base? Freddie Galvis, natural born shortstop. Why are you wasting time at first base? Okay, I know you sent Bohm down, but when you got Yates Remuto, your catcher, can start him at first base sometimes if you need to. You got Brad Miller. You got enough guys on this team who can play first base that is just silly there. And then the Rays. Jordan Lupol's not a first baseman. You got G-Man Choi and you got Yanni Diaz and Risk Mejia. And even Joey Wendell. I'd play any one of those over Lupol at first base. Natural born center fielder. Brandon Lau, not a leadoff hitter. Austin Meadows not a number 2 hitter. I don't want to see Renzo Reyna bat third, fourth, or fifth. If those guys are batting at the top of the lineup. Wendell, he's not a shortstop. You got Walls. You have Franco. You got enough shortstops. And then Yanni Diaz, who I was talking about before, is a power hitter. He's not a leadoff hitter. Tigers, all season long. Jonathan Scope playing at first base, playing Willie Castro second base. You can play Nico Goodrum, Harold Castor, Paredes, or Zach Short. It's stupid. Okay? To get Haas's bat in the line, you play him in left field, or you play Willie Castro in left field. When you got so many outfielders, it's so stupid because you're paying Robbie Grossman for 3 years, and we over this. He's not number 3 hitter or a leadoff hitter. And then Michael Fulmer, Urena, and Hutchison all pitching out of the bullpen when the Tigers have enough starting pitching. Those are all 3 of them are starting pitchers, man. Yankees, DJ LeMahieu leading off most of the year when he's not a leadoff hitter. I like that Gardner batted second, but swap though. Judge or Stanton batting second. We noticed they're not number 2 hitter. DJ LeMahieu, he's not a first base or third base. He won a Gold Glove at second base. And Juhina, the Yankees acquired with a deadline so they get starting pitching out of him. Why is he relieving? Now, the new thing is Gleyber Torres, they're moving to second base. So I was like, oh, great. Now DJ LeMahieu's going to have to play third base Urshela's going to have to go back to shortstop, which is the reason why he moved out, because he's not the world's greatest shortstop. Stupid Yankees with the maneuvering everything. Mets, why is Lindor still batting second when you need power? And then Trevor Williams, you got him to start. Why is Benny on the bullpen? Brewers, it's weird to see Eduardo Escobar play first base when he's a catcher, especially when you got Rowdy Tellez and you got Vogelbach and you got Jace Peterson. There's enough guys who can do that. And then Omar Narvaez, he's a pretty good offensive player, catcher, but he's not a cleanup hitter. And Jace Peterson's been admirable as a utility player after not being on a major league roster for most of the last couple of years. But he's not a number 5 hitter. And then I do like that you've been batting Yelich in the correct spot and Avi Garcia in the middle lineup. That's cool. Marlins, Chad Chisholm and Miguel Rojas top lineup. That's great. Isan Diaz is playing third base and Joe Panik's playing first base because you have Rojas who's more of a backup playing shortstop, so Jazz can't play it. And then there's Liz and Duas, who's a first baseman. Why is he batting second? That's not where we put big time first basemen. And then Brinson, we've been over. He's not a number 4 or 5 hitter. And if you want to play Jorge Alfaro and Jax at the same time, you play him at first base. Aguilar's out for the rest of the year, not left field. Braves, Ozzy Albies not a leadoff hitter, and Soler's a power guy. Now she's batting second. Newcomb is not a reliever. You should start him. You have enough starting pitching. And Duvall is a horrible third baseman masquerading as an outfielder, let alone playing right field. It's okay, fine, play left field. But what are you doing? He's not a center fielder. Okay, you can play Jock Peterson, even Eddie Rosario is not your born center field, outfielder, basically. And the Angels, Ohtani batting second is stupid. He's not a number 2 hitter. Phil Gosselin's not a number 3 hitter. Matt Stassi's not a number 4 hitter. Those are backups. Gosselin playing third base is cool, but playing left field is stretch. Kean Wong and Rojas playing the outfield and the infielders is pretty stupid. And once Ohtani batted third, I'm like, they woke up. Rendon's not playing, Trout's not playing, Upton's not playing. If you don't start Walsh, like Ohtani needs to be batting in the middle of the lineup. That's not where he belongs. 1 or 2. Then the Astros, Altuve Winova's not a leadoff hitter, he's a number 2 hitter. Brantley's not a number 2 hitter, he's a 3 hitter. Stop playing Yordan Alvarez in left field when he's not a great outfielder. Kansas City, Andrew Benintendi should not be batting cleanup. That's not his game. Mundesai is playing third base. I don't really like that. Dozier or Hearn playing the outfield is stupid. Whit Merrifield playing the outfield is okay because he's done that a lot in his career. Dozier should be playing first base, third base, or DH. Same thing with O'Hearn. Irvin Santana, Kyle Zimmer, and Chris Bubik all pitching on a bullpen. I don't think the Royals have enough starting pitching. Twins. Jorge Polanco batting second or third. He's not really number 2 hitter. He's not also a cleanup or middle of the order hitter like 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6. Then he DH him, then he played back in shortstop. I'm like, okay, play Nick Gordon in shortstop. You're not going to play Simmons. He's not a DH. You got a couple guys who could DH. Refsheimer, we know that. Not an outfielder. Not a middle of the order hitter. Like, well, what are you doing? Arise leading off is good because he's a contact hitter, but he's better as number 2. Buxton batting second, then batting leadoff, then batting third. It's like, figure out where you want to put him. I don't think he's a leadoff for a 2 hitter, but I also think he's not a middle of the order hitter. I like that Arise is playing third base, but that's not really his position. You know, batting top of the lineup is fine. That's where he belongs. Batting second, and then they play Nick Gordon in the infield like one game. I'm like, finally, they didn't throw this dude in the outfield when he's not an outfielder. But then guess what? They just did that. Red Sox, Kyle Schwarber, Hunter Renfroe, they're not number 2 hitters. Stop doing that. They're power hitters. And I don't like to see where the Red Sox have both Garrett Richards and Martin Perez pitching a bullpen one game, and then some nobody goes only 4 innings, and you're like, huh? Could have both those guys go 5 innings if you really needed to. Then the White Sox. Robert was leading off in Tim Anderson's place. Didn't like that. He drives in a lot of runs. Can't really do it on a leadoff spot. Moncada, not a number 2 hitter. I don't know what they're doing there. And then, as much as Leor Garcia is helpful, he's not a number 6 hitter. There's Romy Gonzalez, dude, is not a left fielder, so don't throw him in the outfield or play Gavin Sheets in right field. Again, you're just causing disaster defensively. You got Goodwin, you got Billy Hamilton, and Vaughn's been okay in the outfield. And then Abreu, in the recent game, played third base on a shift. I'm wondering, where was Danny Mennick, where was Gonzalez, and where was Moncada? Like, what are you doing? And then in the blowout, Romy Gonzalez pitch. Okay? Reds, Tyler Stevens is a backup catcher. He should not be batting second. Schrock is an infielder playing the outfield, which is stupid, and he's a number 2 hitter. So while Red's playing shortstop, we've been over. That experiment doesn't work. Kyle Farmer, also not a shortstop. Aquino, we've been over. This not a center fielder, he's a corner guy. And this Barrero dude is an infielder playing the outfield. Cardinal, stop betting Paul Goldschmidt second. Dill Carlson, or Tommy Edman, or Harrison Bader, or this Edmund Sosa guy, that's fine. And then this Rondon dude, he's an infielder. Stop playing in the outfield. They got a new bar. You got enough outfielders to go around. Rangers, Isaiah Nicolas is not a shortstop. We've been in all season. Batting second is better than leadoff. That's not where he belongs. Then I don't like to see Kobe Allard, Dane Dunning, and Drell Codd pitch in the bullpen when the Rangers have enough starting pitching. That's stupid. And then in a blowout, Culberson pitch. Charlie Culberson, 8. Marte is not a number 2 hitter, but I do like the Mark Hansen bat in the middle lineup. But Lowry's not a 4th hitter. Maybe put Canna there, or Chris Davis, something else. And Canna's not a right fielder, so that's a stretch because he's not even an outfielder. Padres. Machado batting second, Cronenworth or Frazier batting third. Both of those guys are not number 3 hitters. Machado's not a number 2 hitter. Tatis is not a cleanup hitter, nor is he a leadoff hitter. Also, don't like him in the outfield, but I guess there's nowhere to put him because of his shoulder. That's just what it is. profile playing first base and left field when you got a few guys who can play first base, and you got plenty of outfield. There's no point of playing him in the outfield, and he's not a leadoff hitter. He's not a really good hitter to begin with. Dodgers. Why is Mad Max Muncy batting second, and then Trey Turner batting third? I don't know. You should switch them around. Turner's all about speed. Gavin Lux. He's resorted to playing the outfield because there's no room in the infield, which is, again, stop throwing Chris Taylor. Like, all these, McKinstry, dude, all these infielders in the outfield, including Bellinger playing center field, it's just stupid. And then I see a game where they went opener, and then Price later on. Just start Price, for God's sakes, man. And Abraham Torrens on second baseman. I was saying this all year with Ty France. Torrens wasting the DH spot when you got a bunch of first baseman DHs, Marmelos and Bauer. It's stupid, especially if either one play the outfield, let alone both. Haniger is not a number 2 hitter, been over this. And J.P. Crawford is the leadoff hitter, which is good. They've been doing that. It's just Sheffield's supposed to be in the rotation. Why is he relieving? Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed's not a leadoff hitter. And we went over this. Rojas is an infielder by trade. Pabst Smith's a first baseman by trade. Varsho the catcher by trade. But you want to get his bat in the lineup. That's the one I'm okay with. Stop wasting time with Van Meter when you just go young guy. Or if you need to waste time with him, throw him in the outfield like Ketel Marte played second base, which he did once, instead of him playing center field. Carson Kelly is a good offensive catcher, like Omar Narvaez, I mentioned the Brewers, but he's not a middle order hitter. And then the Indians, Harold Ramirez, the number 5 hitter. He's not a great offensive player. And Yu Chang is not a first baseman. He's a shortstop. Play Bobby Bradley every day. Thank you for listening to MLB Observations, Week 24 of the 2021 season. For On the Radar Entertainment Blog, I'm Radar. See you guys next time.